Remember when homes were built to last a century, not just until the next trend, when every feature served a real purpose and families passed down houses through generations. Today, we're rediscovering 15 ingenious home features our grandparents swore by, and honestly, we were fools to abandon them. Let's start with something that would solve half our delivery problems today: the milk door. Picture this, it's 1950, and every morning fresh milk appears in your kitchen without you lifting a finger. No porch pirates, no spoiled deliveries, no awkward interactions in your pajamas. These small, insulated doors were built right into the wall. The milkman filled them from outside. You retrieved your order from inside. Genius, right? The two-way design kept your milk cold and secure. Some even had locks to prevent theft. Compare that to today's packages sitting on porches for hours. These weren't just convenient, they were community builders. The milkman knew every family, their preferences, their schedules. It was personal service that actually served people. Now here's something making a comeback among smart homeowners: the Butler's Pantry. This wasn't about showing off wealth. It was about intelligent home design. Located between the kitchen and dining room, it was command central for meal service. Your good china, silverware, and serving pieces lived here. But more importantly, it was your staging area, somewhere to plate meals, store party supplies, and keep the kitchen clutter-free during entertaining. Many included a small sink for washing delicate items and a counter for food prep. Some even had built-in refrigeration drawers. The brilliant part, it hid the mess. Your guests saw the beautiful dining room while the real work happened behind the scenes. Modern open-concept homes could learn something here. Speaking of smart solutions, dumbwaiters were the original home automation. These small elevators moved food, laundry, and supplies between floors without anyone breaking their back on the stairs. Before electric motors in the 1920s, they used simple rope and pulley systems. George W. Cannon perfected the mechanical version in the late 1800s, and they became standard in quality homes. They could handle a couple hundred pounds, enough for Sunday dinner service or a week's worth of laundry. Think about it. How many times do you haul groceries, laundry, or meals up and down stairs? Our ancestors solved this problem over a century ago. Some luxury homes are bringing these back, and honestly, it's about time. Before air conditioning, our ancestors mastered natural climate control with transom windows. These small windows above doors weren't decorative, they were functional genius. They allowed airflow between rooms while maintaining privacy and security. The high placement caught rising warm air and created cross ventilation throughout the house. Special tools called transom operators made them easy to open and close. But here's what we lost. They also brought in natural light without sacrificing wall space or privacy. Your hallways stayed bright during the day without electric lights. Modern homes seal everything tight and then wonder why their energy bills are astronomical. Our grandparents understood that working with nature, not against it, made homes more comfortable and affordable. Here's a feature that saved walls and showcased style: picture rails. These molding strips ran along walls near the ceiling, and you hung artwork using hooks and wires instead of nails. Why was this brilliant? Plaster walls were expensive to repair, and families rearranged artwork seasonally or for special occasions. No holes, no damage, infinite flexibility. But picture rails also added architectural interest. They created visual lines that made rooms feel more finished and proportioned. Many featured decorative profiles that complemented the home's style. They were functional art that made everyday living more beautiful. Today's drywall patches and nail holes would horrify our ancestors who solved this problem so elegantly. Before, every bedroom had an ensuite bathroom, washstands, brought personal hygiene to your private space. These weren't primitive. They were thoughtfully designed furniture pieces, often crafted from beautiful woods like mahogany or walnut. The setup was simple but complete: a basin for washing, a pitcher for fresh water, towel bars, and storage for soap and toiletries. Some included mirrors and small drawers for personal items. The morning and evening routine of washing at your washstand was meditative, a moment of self-care before the day began or ended. As indoor plumbing spread, we gained convenience, but lost something to that personal, intentional approach to daily rituals that helped frame our days. Now, here's infrastructure that actually worked. Coal chutes. These metal chutes built into foundation walls solved the massive problem of heating fuel delivery. Coal trucks backed up to your house and dumped the week's supply directly into your basement coal room. No carrying, no mess in the main house, no multiple trips. The angled chute design prevented spillage and damage. Homes without chutes relied on lumpers, workers who carried coal in wheelbarrows and bags. Wealthy families had Riley stokers that automatically fed coal from storage hoppers to furnaces. The system was so efficient that many coal rooms still show black stains on the walls today, testament to decades of reliable service. We've gained cleaner energy, but lost that kind of thoughtful infrastructure design. Here's one that's controversial, but historically important. Knob and tube electrical wiring from the 1880s to 1930s. This system used single copper conductors run through porcelain tubes and secured with ceramic knobs. It was the affordable way to bring electricity to American homes. While it lacked modern safety features like grounding conductors, it was revolutionary for its time. Suddenly, families had electric lights, fans, and small appliances. The system's simplicity made it repairable and understandable. Homeowners could often handle basic maintenance themselves, though we've moved far beyond it for safety reasons. Knob and tube wiring represents American ingenuity, taking new technology and making it accessible to regular families. The parlor wasn't just a room, it was a statement about family values and social connection. This was your best room, kept pristine for receiving guests and marking life's important moments. Weddings, births, funerals, the parlor hosted them all. Furnished with your finest pieces, comfortable chairs, a sofa, often a piano for family music. It represented your family's culture and aspirations. The key was intentionality. The parlor was closed when not in use, preserving its special atmosphere. When guests arrived, opening those doors signaled respect and welcome. We've traded this for open concept, everything, losing those spaces dedicated to meaningful connection. Maybe it's time to reclaim the idea of a room that elevates ordinary moments. Let's talk about the icebox, the original sustainable refrigeration. Before electric refrigerators, these insulated cabinets used large ice blocks to keep food cold. Ice went in the top compartment. Cold air circulated down to preserve food below. The construction was ingenious, hollow walls lined with tin or zinc, packed with cork, sawdust, or straw for insulation. The Iceman delivered fresh blocks regularly, and families planned meals around ice delivery schedules. This system connected families to their food cycles and local suppliers. You knew your Iceman, planned your shopping, and wasted less because preservation required intention. While we've gained convenience with electric refrigeration, we've lost that connection to our food systems and the rhythm of sustainable living. Now, servants' quarters tell a fascinating story about how American homes evolved with changing social structures. From the late 1600s through the early 1900s, these dedicated living spaces housed domestic staff in large homes. In smaller houses, they occupied basements and attics. Grander estates had separate wings or buildings entirely. The design philosophy was practical. Keep staff close enough to respond quickly, but separate enough to maintain household hierarchy. These quarters often included their own staircases, entrances, and sometimes even dining areas. What's remarkable is how these spaces reflect changing American values. As the country democratized and domestic help became less common, many quarters were converted into apartments, offices, or expanded family living areas. Today, we're seeing a different version. Au pair suites, in-law apartments, and multi-generational living spaces. The need for flexible, semi-independent living areas never really disappeared. Before refrigeration, smart families built root cellars, underground storage rooms that used the Earth's natural temperature control. These weren't just holes in the ground. Properly built root cellars maintained temperatures between 32 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit year-round, with humidity levels perfect for storing vegetables, fruits, and preserved foods through winter. The construction was ingenious: stone or concrete walls, ventilation systems to prevent moisture buildup, and shelving designed for different types of produce. Potatoes, apples, carrots, and canned goods could last months in these natural refrigerators. Many included separate sections for different storage needs: dry areas for grains, humid sections for root vegetables, and cool spots for dairy products. With today's focus on sustainable living and food security, root cellars are making a comeback. Modern homesteaders and preppers are rediscovering what our great-grandparents knew. The Earth provides the best long-term storage system. Here's a feature that solved summer comfort long before air conditioning: sleeping porches. These screened-in outdoor sleeping areas were attached to bedrooms or built as separate structures. Families would move their beds outside during hot summer months to catch cooling breezes. The health benefits were real. Fresh air circulation reduced illness transmission and provided better sleep quality. Many doctors actually prescribed fresh air sleeping for respiratory conditions. Sleeping porches weren't just functional. They connected families to natural rhythms. You fell asleep to cricket songs and woke with the sunrise. Children especially loved the adventure of sleeping outside while staying safe. The design varied by region. Southern porches featured high ceilings and cross ventilation, while northern versions included removable glass panels for three-season use. Modern research confirms what our ancestors knew instinctively. Cooler sleeping temperatures and fresh air improve sleep quality and overall health. Before intercoms and cell phones, large homes used speaking tubes, a simple but effective communication system. These brass or copper tubes ran through walls between floors, connecting kitchens to dining rooms, master bedrooms to nurseries, or main floors to servant quarters. A whistle or call bell announced incoming messages. The acoustic design was surprisingly sophisticated. Tubes were sized and angled to carry voices clearly over long distances. Some systems included multiple stations, like an early home network. Wealthy families had elaborate systems with dozens of connection points. The White House had speaking tubes connecting the president's office to various departments until the 1930s. What made these special was their immediacy and privacy. Unlike shouting through the house, speaking tubes allowed quiet, direct communication. Parents could check on children, staff could coordinate meals, and families could stay connected across large homes. It's ironic that we've come full circle. Modern smart homes use digital intercoms to solve the same communication challenges our ancestors handled with simple tubes and good engineering. Finally, let's talk about summer kitchens, separate buildings that kept homes cool during hot weather cooking. These detached or semi-attached structures housed stoves, ovens, and food preparation areas during summer months. The main house kitchen stayed closed, preventing heat buildup in living areas. Summer kitchens weren't primitive. Many featured full cooking facilities, storage areas, and even dining spaces for casual meals. Some included root cellars underneath or smokehouse attachments for meat preservation. The social aspect was important too. Summer kitchens became gathering places where women shared cooking duties, recipes, and community news. Children played nearby while meals were prepared. The design often included large windows, high ceilings, and cross ventilation to manage cooking heat. Many featured covered porches for outdoor food preparation and dining. While we've gained convenience with modern air conditioning and kitchen ventilation, we've lost that seasonal rhythm of adapting our homes to natural cycles. Summer kitchens represented a more sustainable approach to comfortable living. These 15 features weren't just old-fashioned conveniences, they were ingenious solutions to challenges we still face today. Energy efficiency, food storage, communication, comfort, and community connection. Our ancestors built homes that worked with natural systems, adapted to seasonal changes, and brought families together. They understood that good design serves both practical needs and human well-being. Looking at these forgotten innovations, it's clear we've gained convenience but lost some wisdom along the way. Maybe it's time to blend the best of both worlds. Which of these 15 features resonates most with you? Have you experienced any of them in childhood homes or family properties? And which ones do you think deserve a modern comeback? Share your memories and thoughts in the comments below. And subscribe to Vintage American Tales for more stories of American ingenuity we left behind.